Pope Francis, the leader of the Catholic Church, has died at the age of 88, leaving a 12-year papacy focused on the world's marginalised. Syrian Democratic Forces commander Mazloum Abdi meets protesters at northern Syria's Tishreen dam, praising their stand against Turkish aggression. Turkey has escalated military attacks in Iraqi Kurdistan this month, as concerns rise over a Turkey-backed Idlib-style operation, and the medical condition of pro-Kurdish peace negotiator Sırrı Süreyya Önder remains life-threatening a week after his major heart attack. Learn more with Medya News. Pope Francis, the leader of the Catholic Church, has died at the age of 88, following complications from pneumonia. His death was confirmed early Monday morning at his residence in the Vatican. Born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Argentina, Pope Francis made history in 2013 as the first Jesuit and Latin American pope. Over his 12-year papacy, he became a global symbol of compassion, focusing his mission on the poor, oppressed, and marginalised. Francis was a staunch advocate for peace in the Middle East, calling for an end to violence in Gaza, Iraq, Syria, and beyond. He condemned war as a defeat for humanity and described the Israeli bombardment of Gaza as a possible genocide. He pushed for Palestinian self-determination, supported a two-state solution, and called for global arms reduction. He also frequently spoke with civilians under siege and placed a Palestinian keffiyeh on a nativity scene in a gesture of solidarity. During his visit to Iraq in 2021, Francis met Christian and Yazidi communities devastated by ISIS, urging dialogue to protect all minorities. He reassured the dwindling Christian population in Iraq that they are not forgotten, encouraging them to remain in Iraq and help rebuild their homeland. Pope Francis visited Karakosh and Mosul, cities ravaged by ISIS, and offered prayers for the victims. He also held a historic interfaith meeting with Grand Ayatollah Ali al-Sistani, the top Shia cleric in Iraq. This was a first-ever meeting between a pope and a high-ranking Shia authority, promoting Christian-Muslim understanding. A tireless voice for human dignity, Francis advocated for LGBTQ+ rights, elevated women within the church, and challenged inequality and climate injustice. He is remembered for his humility, courage, and radical compassion for the world's marginalised. Syrian Democratic Forces, or SDF commander Mazloum Abdi and Women's Protection Units, or YPJ senior commander Rohilat Afrin, visited Tishreen Dam on the 18th of April, lending their support to residents staging a sit-in since January. The protest aims to protect the strategic dam from repeated attacks by Turkish forces and their allies in the Syrian National Army. Located on the Euphrates River, Tishreen Dam supplies power and water to much of North and East Syria. The region's self-governing authority, the Autonomous Administration of North and East Syria, or AANES, considers the dam essential for regional stability and self-sufficiency. Speaking at the dam, Abdi described the protest as a frontline of resistance defending the revolution's gains. Afrin urged continued unity among the area's diverse communities and reiterated the AANES vision for a decentralized Syria with equal rights for all. The visit came amid heightened regional tensions, including ongoing Turkish drone strikes and infrastructure damage, most recently to the Al-Kafsar water station, and a new political agreement in Aleppo, which saw the SDF withdraw forces from Kurdish-majority neighbourhoods. The sit-in at Tishreen Dam remains a symbol of civilian resistance against Turkish escalation in northern Syria. Turkey's cross-border military operations in northern Iraq have intensified, with Kurdish media recording over 1,500 attacks since the start of April. Villages in Duhok's Ahmadiyya district have faced repeated bombardments, causing damage to homes and farmlands. The community peacemaker teams reported 27 separate strikes on the 18th of April alone. Despite a ceasefire announced by the Kurdistan Workers' Party, or PKK, Turkey has continued targeting areas it says are controlled by the group. The People's Defence Forces, or HPG, the PKK's armed wing, claims Turkish forces launched 629 attacks over 4 days this week, including drone and artillery strikes. In Baghdad, Iraqi MP Waid Kado raised alarm over Turkish-trained militias stationed at the Zilkan base near Mosul. He warned they could be preparing an Idlib-style scenario involving local armed proxies. Turkey maintains dozens of military bases and checkpoints inside Iraqi territory, some more than 200 kilometers from the border. Kurdish and Iraqi officials say the ongoing operations undermine Iraq's sovereignty and threaten regional stability. In February, Iraqi MP Hussein al-Ameri warned of an unprecedented Turkish expansion inside Iraq, citing the establishment of at least 40 military bases, primarily in the Kurdistan region. Doctors at an Istanbul hospital say Sırrı Süreyya Önder, Deputy Speaker of Turkey's parliament and senior member of the pro-Kurdish Dem party, remains in critical condition nearly a week after heart surgery. Önder has been in intensive care at Florence Nightingale Hospital since his operation on April 15th. Though doctors report signs of improvement in his heart function, his overall condition remains high risk, with serious neurological concerns. Professor Chulan Sifce said Önder remains unconscious, with reflexes still below expected levels. Neurological assessments are ongoing, and doctors say it's too soon to predict the extent of his recovery. Dr. Ertan Sarbaş, another member of the medical team, called the improvements in heart activity unexpected but encouraging. Önder remains on ECMO, a life support machine assisting heart and lung function, and is receiving medication to support blood pressure and cardiac output. Doctors also confirmed a successful surgical revision on Saturday, with no signs of infection or major internal bleeding, though a minor drainage issue was corrected. Despite stable kidney and liver function, Önder's brain activity remains a central concern. A long-time figure in Turkish and Kurdish politics, Önder has played a key role in peace negotiations with the PKK.